Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Tenacious. Thank you so much for tuning in to By Design. This is the third episode, and I am going to talk about dating. Oh my gosh, we don't talk about this enough. That was sarcasm. But yeah, it's been talked about so much, and yet there are still so many issues and problems with dating. Let me just talk about the study by Psychology Today in regards to heterosexual men. So there's a study that men are having a hard time finding women to date because of the relationship standards. We're getting to a place where people, especially during the pandemic, that people actually started to go into therapy. People started to really get a lot of reflective time with themselves. And so a lot of healing took place. And so we're not really looking at a lot of toxicity anymore, tolerating it. So the standards have been increased. And it says that 62% of the participants on dating apps are men, meaning that women only represent 38%. Whew, that is tough. But I'm just getting to the point where, in my life, a relationship would be good, but I'm kind of good without it as well. I mean, dating is fine, but I think a lot of women are just comfortable being single. And then you have these bitter guys, when they can't find somebody or someone rejects them and they're like, that's why you're going to be all alone with your dog. Don't tempt me with a good time. First of all, when I had my house and it was just me and Guts had a good old time watching my shows with him, just having a good old time to have company. And don't add wine to that. What? That is wonderful. I love spending time by myself. So, relationships are a beautiful thing, though. My parents have been married for 37 years. My brother has just entered into a serious relationship with his girlfriend. Absolutely love her. And she's just wonderful. She's even babysat my kids. That's how much I love her. I'm like, you know what? Auntie, you auntie right now. They're not even married, but you already on auntie status, all right? They know you as auntie. So I'm not really going to get into the whole dating thing and all the problematics. What I really want to talk to people about, particularly the men, are about your dating profiles. So I'm just going to say a good bit of men have this terrible profiles. And it's sad to say, there's actually people on Fiverr that have a niche to help people with their dating profiles. And I low-key want to try that because I feel like I'm kind of just like a champion of dating profiles. So I'm just going to go into what makes Tenacious swiped left, okay? First and foremost, there are a plethora of dating websites. There's Plenty of Fish, which I call Plenty of Freaks. There's OkCupid, which I call OK Stupid. And then we know the infamous Tinder, who basically we just know is a hookup site. The good ones I know are Bumble. Bumble's actually a pretty good dating website, but it also allows you to network with different people and it allows you to find friends with similar interests. So it's more than a dating website. It's just like a social website. And they have a dating aspect and it's geared towards women. So women have to make the first move. So, with you don't get bombarded by all these guys trying to holler at you. And then they have Hinge. One of my friends actually found her beau on Hinge. I'm like, how did y'all meet? And she was like, Hinge. I was like, let me go and download Hinge. I actually did download Hinge. Didn't really like it at first, but I'm sure they made some pretty up-to-date, updates or whatever. And I'm going to try that again. But things that make me swipe left. So the things that I do not like on dating profiles are if you're in a group with a bunch of people is your first profile, because you have to realize that we're looking at your profiles for like all of 5 seconds. And if you don't catch your eye, swipe left. So if I got to sit there and play Where's Waldo and try to figure, who are you, then I'm not gonna. No, I don't want to do that. And then what's even worse is that you actually might take a picture with somebody that looks better than you. I actually know somebody that swiped right on somebody on a dating app, and they were like, "Are you the one in the red shirt or the black shirt?" And he was like, "I'm on the black shirt." All right, I was swipe right because I thought you were the one in the red shirt. Who's the one in the red shirt? Oh, that's my brother. All right, well, give him my number and tell him to text me. Trifling, I know, but it happens, believe it or not. And so also we're going to talk about the hatfish daddies. Yes, the hatfish daddies. Basically, we need to see hair or lack thereof. If you bald, okay, be bald. Bald is beautiful on men and women, okay? But if all your pictures have hats, I'm questioning, like, what are you trying to hide, I mean, granted, yes, as women, you have a lot of women that are weaved up and wigged up and tracked up and all that other stuff. So I understand. But, women is kind of just like we in the makeup and all that other stuff. You want to see what we really look like. And me, I can't really attest to that because I have locks. So I'm, natural. I've been natural for like years. So, there's that as well. Women do have a tendency to be glammed up more than men do, but that's a whole nother story. So lack of information on your profile. I hate when I go on a profile and it says, just ask me. No, there's nothing there. There's no meat to it. How would I know what to ask you? What's your favorite color? Am I going to ask you that? Like, no. Get a decent bio that doesn't give too much information, but just enough. But anyway, terrible pictures. If you have a picture with you just staring down your phone, like, just terrible pictures. And lack of pictures. One picture on your profile, I am swiping left with the quickness. I need to see more of you. Okay? So, and then pictures with other people's kids. First of all, it's weird. Okay, even if those are your nieces and nephews and cousins, you need to get the parents' permission before you post them. And then to use somebody else's kid just to score points on a dating profile is just weird to me. Like, no, if they're not your kids, don't post pictures of them. And that's just my opinion, but So what makes me swipe right? What could you do right to get more right swipes? So, a good full body picture. That's the first picture you have of you by yourself, full bodied, recent picture at that. Lots of meat in your bio. I want to know about you, what your interests are, what your hobbies are, what your talents are, because that's going to engage me to ask you questions. So if you say, oh, I love watching this show, or I love listening to this type of music, or I play this instrument, that is going to engage me to know more about you, not just ask me. This is, whatever. If you are going to post kids, they need to be yours. However, not everybody needs to see your kids, but if you do have kids, be a proud parent. One of my biggest pet peeves is for me to swipe right on somebody and they don't say anything about their kids on the profile. And they're like, oh, my dad. I'm like, what? I'm like, before I had kids, I really did not engage with men who had kids because I wasn't a parent. There's something that I'm not going to understand or empathize with. Because before I had kids, I was the type of person that just get up and go when I wanted, when I felt like it. Okay? Even when I had guts, I found them and said it with the quickness. Now that I'm a mother, I am more empathetic to people who have kids now because we can't just get up and go. So for me, on my dating profile, I'm a proud mother. I'm letting the people know I got twins. Okay, I'm not hiding that because I'm far from ashamed of it. But it's kind of just like I've seen people that I know, like someone I know on Facebook, they have kids, and they're like, I'm like, you don't even mention your kids on your dating profile. Like that's kind of a big deal. And then of course, just pictures of you in different occasions. If you just have pictures of you in jerseys and sneakers and all that stuff, like, no, I need to see suit. I need to see you in different type of attire, because I don't want to have somebody that just or chills all the time. Like, show what you look like in different attire. Okay, I got everything from gym clothes to me dressed up to me in formal wear, because I want them to see that I'm a different type of person in different occasions. Okay, the pictures of same old just do not fly. And so that's pretty much gyms that I have now. I'm just gonna basically give you guys a little bit of dating advice when you're dating, because I think people don't understand what dating is. Dating is you really getting to know people, and it's okay to date multiple people at a time. And then a lot of people gripe about, oh, well, I gotta spend all this money. No, you don't. There are plenty of dates that are relatively inexpensive. You just have to be creative. You don't have to go to a 5-star restaurant on your first date. And to be honest, if a woman asks you to go on a date and the first date and it's a 5-star restaurant, that's a red flag. But when it comes to dating, have your crap together. A lot of people say, oh, I want a woman to be my peace. No, you're supposed to have peace first within yourself. You're not supposed to go find peace. Peace is something that you have within yourself. And you find somebody that has peace and y'all can be peaceful together. But have your crap together. Don't be in and out of jail. Don't be on drugs. Like, be pretty much stable. Have some stability to you. Be financially stable. Be mentally stable. Spiritually stable. Just be stable. That's what peace is, stability, when you don't have to worry about what you're going to do the next day or if you're getting your lights cut off. And find somebody who is also stable so y'all can be stable together. Now, granted, life happens and some people aren't stable in different seasons of their life. But the thing about it is, when you're with somebody in a serious relationship or a marriage, what have you, you have somebody that's going to have your back. And that's the beauty of relationships. Next thing is be honest. I cannot tell you how much drama will be saved if you are just honest and upfront. You cannot have a true, real relationship with anybody if you are deceitful. If you're keeping things from them that is allowing them to make a sound decision as far as your relationship progress. Be honest. Just be honest. It's going to save you a lot of trouble in the long run, trust me. Be purposeful. One of the things I don't like about certain dating websites is when they put, oh, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just trying to vibe. Like, what is that? No. Are you looking, like, when someone says, I don't know what I'm looking for, that instantly comes to my mind as you're really just looking for sex, but you don't want to say it because that's going to deter people from actually trying to get to know you, because you're pretty much just looking for tail. Okay, like, come on, like that. And that's just my opinion, but like, if you don't know what you're looking for, why are you looking? Like, it kind of makes no sense to me. But be purposeful. Be aware of the red flags. I believe there is a famous quote that says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Stop trying to be, oh, well, I'm giving them a chance. No. See, the problem with that is that when you keep giving people chances, they respect you less, because they're not going to basically change their ways until there's a penalty for it. until there's some corrective action. So when you set up the proper boundaries and a person shows the red flag and they cross that boundary, you need to make sure you stick by that. And it doesn't matter how good they look, how much money they make, this, that, and the third, how well they dress. If they cross you, you need to cut them off, period. And also for the men, do not chase. You need to pursue. There's a difference. Chasing means something's trying to get away from you. Pursuing means you're, pursuing with a purpose. You're trying to stand out compared to the other men. And the reason I say that is because it is the men's nature to pursue, okay? Women should not be pursuing you. You should not be wanting a woman to chase you, okay? And it's just the natural order of things, all right? Does the egg chase the sperm? I don't think so. All right? It's biology, okay? The sperm goes to the egg, all right? And the first sperm that fertilizes the egg is the winner. All right? So you gotta chase everybody else to get to your destination, what your goal is. All right? This competition. And last but not least, take your time. Please take your time. Get to know somebody. It literally takes 2 years, 2 full years of spending time with somebody to get to know them. If someone is pressuring you to progress the relationship in a speed that you're uncomfortable with, then you need to bounce. Or just say, take it slow. And if they don't receive that, then, that they weren't right for you anyway. Like, why do I meet you and you want to get married with me in 2 weeks? Okay. That's not logical. It takes 2 full years to get to know somebody. However, do not spend 15 years and then you decide you don't want to be with them. That's entirely too long. And, things will happen in their own time. But at the same time, do not waste someone's time. Because a lot of times people get in a relationship and they get comfortable. They stop dating. They just like, okay, we're going to chill. There's nothing exciting about the relationship, nothing new. And that's not how life should be. Life should not be that mundane. Like, there should be a slow burn in a sense. Okay, but there's still fire there. All right. And if it's too much fire, you can burn down the whole forest. You definitely don't want that. But, that's just my take on this type of things. But if you guys definitely want to talk, more about dating, I'm definitely game to have somebody from a male's perspective on the podcast to join me. But thank you guys for listening. Please follow me on social media, like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.